That's a good right hand by Kovalev.
Yeah, it might have hurt his eardrum, man, or he could have just been putting it up for defense.
I don't think Ward's winning this round, but you're the expert.
I think the clean shots have been landed by Ward in this round, even though he's giving the impression at times, or Kovalev is, that he's doing the hunting.
He is hunting, Max, but what Ward is doing is Ward is very smart. He's backing back on the defensive, but he's very explosive when he does attack like that.
A good little right hand by Kovalev.
Gets in another right hand. He's had two good, clean right hands in this round.
Yes, I agree.
Very good right hands. Oh.
Near miss. But Ward shaking his head.
There's also the psychological impression left by Kovalev. Even a near miss, you're like, whoa, that was almost the end for Ward. And psychologically, I think it sways observers to think that Kovalev is doing maybe a little better than he's actually doing.
He's landing plenty.
Good body shot by Ward.
Another good body shot by Ward.
Yes.
And another one on the left side. Ward lands inside. Kovalev lands at distance.
Think he's wearing down? Huh? Okay. Keep going behind your jab, Dre. Okay? All right. And you can put the shots together. You can do it. Combinations. Don't try to load up, okay? Don't let him breathe and get off, okay? When he's trying to rush, you got to make him work, but keep your fundamentals and he'll rush it, okay? I don't know where it is.
Here you see Kovalev landing that looping right hand on Andre. Well, right there was kind of a straight right when Andre came in, right on the ear. But Andre didn't really have a reaction to it. But the second one they land right here on the ear, boom, Andre pulls his hand right up to his ear, right there, like it may have injured the ear or hurt the eardrum. I'm not sure if it was for defense or if it really had an effect on Andre's ear at all.
Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Look at it. 59. 54. 5 rounds to 1. Sergey Kovalev. Jim, in my estimation, he's landing the harder, cleaner shots, and those are the shots that are doing damage, and those are the shots that are winning the rounds. Andre Ward doing a lot of holding, a lot of running away. I mean, he's backing up constantly. I don't know why. If I were Andre Ward, I would take this fight to Kovalev and beat him up. But be as it may, that's how Andre wants to fight. See, there he goes. Back it up, back it up, back it up. I don't think he can beat a big guy like Sergey Kovalev backing up. You got to take it to him. 5 rounds to 1. Sergey Kovalev.
And he has a knockdown point.
Sure, just take the fight to Kovalev and beat him up.
Like it's that easy, huh?
I mean, look, they're the same height. Technically, they're listed at the same height, and Ward is not a small light heavyweight at this point. But it looks to me, just eyeballing it, Roy, not just that Ward moved up, but that it's a good big man versus a good little man. Not in an exaggerated way, but I do think that's a way you can state this.
You can. It's a big puncher against a good boxer who can punch also.
Good jab by Ward. Pace has slowed a little bit here in round number 7.
Kovalev just looks the bigger and the stronger of the two.
That wide stance makes him definitely look the stronger, Max, because there's a good...
Good quick jab by Ward. Tries to follow it up with a right hand.
Another good jab by
Ward. And halfway through, he's certainly winning this round.
And see, right here is where he wants to fight at, Max. And this is where he knows Kovalev is not really comfortable at. That's why he wants to fight right here.
Ward dug a couple good body shots.
Like that right
exactly
there.
What Virgil Hunter was thinking of when he was asking Ward, do you think he's wearing down yet? Do you think he's wearing down? Because that's the signal for Ward to go inside and begin trying to dominate with his two-fisted attack up close.
Well, we are in the second half of the fight.
And he's hit Kovalev with some very good stiff jabs this round.
The texture of the fight has changed significantly in the last 2 minutes.
Kovalev's very heavy-handed.
Ward. Robert Byrd is trying to referee with his words, continually talking to the fighters, trying to keep things on an even keel. Ward is getting closer and getting inside Kovalev's arms. where it's harder for Kovalev to do that kind of damage. This time he caught Ward coming in.
And there's the tightrope Ward has to walk. All the good work he's done in this round. A jab from Kovalev you have to be careful about.
Yep, everything.
Good right hand by Ward. Kovalev wants to land one more shot before the round ends. And gets in a left hand. That was a very good round for Андре Уорд and changed his position in the fight.
Зачем сам тратишь энергию? Пусть летит, встречай. Поддавливай. Потихонечку, спокойно, где-то дай себе подышать. Все, правильно делаешь, ну дай подышать себе где-то. Все, подседаешь, дай подышать себе.
Sergey, don't wrestle so much on the inside. Let him hit him.
He see Ward land a good pump, then a jab, boom, right down the middle. And this is what you call a feint. There again, a good feint, then a boom, another good jab right down the middle. Then Kovalev says, hey, looks like this works, so let me try it. And then he goes boom with his own straight left hand down the middle. Beautiful exchange of jabs by both fighters.
Going into the second half of the fight, the strategy seemed to be from Ward's camp. Ward is a thoroughbred, and Kovalev is a front runner. Let's see what happens in the second half. The question is, what if Kovalev is also a thoroughbred, and he's built that early lead?
Ward outlanded Kovalev in the last round, has come out throwing in this round. His momentum has changed considerably.
Now see, now this is what Ward wants. A little wrestling, a little body punching. All of this is going to help weaken Kovalev. And that's what Ward wants. This is the type of a fight that Andre Ward wants to be in. Because this is what Andre Ward rules. He dominates at a fight like this, at this pace, and at this distance.
And Kovalev likes being away from Ward at this distance where he can extend his arms and land his long shots.
See that? That's what Andre wants to be.
Body.
Yes, he loves to be in close, but you can't really hurt him, but he can inflict pain and punishment on you.
He's one of the most creative fighters ever in boxing at finding angles to land punches inside when you don't think there's room for him to do so. Ward's body shots seem to be taking a toll now. Mentioned that Kovalev was happy to go ahead and seek the decision against Bernard Hopkins in a fight in which he had knocked Hopkins down early. He's never had a knockout past the 8th round.
Good hook by Andre. Now Andre's starting to hit him a little bit more frequently and a little bit more flushly.
Kovalev going back to being more active, probably feeling some pressure to start winning rounds again. Let the judges see what he can do.
And Andre was pushing the issue more, being more like Andre at that close range.
And in terms of the scores, Harold has given 2 rounds to Kovalev that I thought could have been given to Ward. I'm not saying they should have been, but if that's the case, this may be very close on the scorecards right now.
Well, it's obvious that these judges really don't give too much of a care what you and Harold think. They proved that in the undercard.
They certainly didn't. They certainly didn't in the Darlitz Perez-Maurice Hooker fight.
Sergey, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's go.
Good jab by Sergey.
That's the timing he needs to master.
And good jab back by Ward.
And a right hand that he knifed to the body under. And again, Ward's doing some really good body work in these middle rounds.
Really trying to wear Kovalev down for the later part of the fight.
Kovalev trying to wrestle free and get distance to fire a big shot. Ward gets away before he can do it.
Stop, let him out. All right, here we go.
That's Andre Ward's kind of fight.
Boy, that's a great fighter you're watching to come back from those early rounds and turn it into this kind of fight.
Natalia Kovalev still celebrating at ringside.
Не старайся попасть, просто движение You think about how you're going to feel if you let this one go. Think about it. You got to be willing to do it. Trust the guy talks to you and go and start beating this man down.
He's tired from missing, and he's tired. You've been hitting him and you're sticking on the inside. Drop the thighs and keep sticking in there. Well, don't go up to the top. Just still and win. You hear me?
Let's go.
Think about that feeling.
This is 9, guys. 9.
Round 9.
Now, I know we don't give Kovalev a lot of, well, we do give Kovalev a lot of credit, but the thing that I think people don't give Kovalev a lot of credit for is his great ability to keep those feet spread so wide and to use his feet to get in and out on an opponent at any time that he feels like it. Some great footwork.
Get off his neck. Don't do that.
Hurt by a jab in the first round, then dropped by a right hand, dominated early. Andre Ward has turned this into an even fight here in the 9th round, if not on the scorecards, at least on a round-by-round basis at this point.
And at this point, we're coming to a dangerous point for Kovalev because now Ward is comfortable, and that's what you don't want. Anytime Ward can get comfortable in a fight, it makes it very difficult for the opposition.
Kovalev just landed a good, clean combination. Now Ward comes back with the left hand.
Class tells overtime, and
Left hand for Kovalev.
Andre's championship pedigree is showing up, but again, Kovalev's power can change at any time.
Kovalev looks like he's weakening.
Now Ward trying to get to the body inside. Kovalev pushes him back into the ropes.
And Kovalev looks like he's starting to weaken a little bit, Jim.
Those body shots, Roy.
Yeah, I think they're taking a little bit out of him now.
What's your evidence?
Well, just the way that I see the punches coming. They're not nearly as sharp or have the velocity on them that they had on in the early rounds. And punches like that
hard right hand
really
body
hurt.
shot by Andre Ward.
Yes, punches don't have the velocity on them that they had early in the rounds.
Those right hands that Andre knifes that are hardly noticeable at times.
And see, Andre's punches have gotten harder.
Yes, Andre landed a hard right hand. They both landed jabs. Andre's was harder.
Yep, under the armpit that Andre lands, right around the heart. They're debilitating Kovalev.
Pull your arms out. Pull your arms out. Let's work. There you go.
This is the best place in the fight for Andre.
Great straight right hand by Ward. Andre Ward trying to close down the distance on the scorecards. Kovalev comes back with a solid shot. And a hard right hand by Kovalev.
Andre feeling very confident right now.
This is building toward being a great fight.
Yes.
This is a great fight.
If Andre Ward is able to overcome what he had to overcome early in this fight, and there's still a long way to go, and somehow win, you are watching greatness.
You're watching greatness anyway, Max.
That's right.
Great fighters. 2 great fighters.
You don't often get to see real greatness.
After a left hand put Kovalev's head under the ropes. Kovalev wants to answer back before the round is over. Could create an opportunity for Ward.
Good combination by
Great
Kovalev.
combination. Kovalev and a hard right hand by Ward. Crowd loves it.
Take your time, baby. Don't get in a rush. He's trying to go to your body. You got to fight him off of you.
Now more, with certainty, with confidence. Put them together. This is 10. We need these 3 rounds. We cannot get another one. He's getting tired. You make it go. You have to go get it. Don't sit back and get where you have to think it on my left and behind. I'm not a...
Ain't gonna keep that distance.
Andre Ward landed his high number in the fight. 17 punches in the 9th round. 9 power shots, 8 jabs. Kovalev landed back 11 times, but Ward has the momentum in the fight now as we come to round number 10. Harold, how do you have it on your card?
Okay, Jim, I got an 87-83, 6 rounds to 3, Sergey Kovalev. Jim, I got to tell you, I just think that Andre Ward can't give up any more rounds if he wants to win this decision. It looks like the fight's going a distance. Andre's got momentum going for him. He's doing a lot better, but sometimes you watch him and he gets hit by real good shots, and you can't take it away from Kovalev. 6-3, Sergey Kovalev.
Harold, you and I are going to have to agree to disagree on the last round. I thought Andre Ward won that last round. And I don't know that this fight is going the distance. I think anything can happen.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Max. I don't know that this fight is going the distance. I know that this is the best time for Andre in the fight because now he's comfortable and he knows how to do things. He knows the speed at which Kovalev punches are coming at him. So now he can get in that rhythm that he loves to get in.
Kovalev got in a hard counter shot. Ward missed his right hand over the top. So that moment went to Kovalev. And each moment counts now as we go down the stretch.
Well, that moment went to Ward.
Yep,
and that one too.
And that moment went to Ward.
And that moment went to Kovalev. And there's another one. So they're trading back and forth at this point, and they know the mental game that's going on, and they know the stakes. You heard Virgil Hunter say to Andre Ward, you've got to win the last 3 rounds.
The only bad thing is that Ward's explosive punches are much more explosive right now than Kovalev's explosive punches.
And yet Kovalev has heavier hands.
He does, but the heavy hands are what hurt Ward early, but I don't know if that'll be enough to hurt him at this point in the fight after all the body shots that he's admonished on Kovalev.
Yes. I think both fighters are focused on winning a decision. Both fighters are focused on winning as many of the exchanges as they can down the stretch of the fight. Hard right hand by Kovalev, left hook by Ward. They keep trading big shots.
Yeah, they do.
What a tremendous fight this is to see it contested on this level with these shifts of momentum.
And it's getting better and better.
And only a great fighter can win this fight.
Only a great fighter can fight this fight, Max.
Who is the greater fighter tonight?
That's the question. A good jab by both fighters.
Thing about Kovalev is while you're showboating him like a bolo punch, he's throwing the jab.
Hard right hand by Kovalev.
I thought Ward rode that back mostly, but it did land.
And if Ward needed to win every round, he may just have lost one that he couldn't have lost. But both fighters had big moments in round 10.
Breathe deep. Deep. Huh? Deeper. Put some ice down his crotch. Put some water down his crotch. Put some water down here. He's busting up. Dre, he's tired. You cannot worry about now what's happening. You have to go get the fight. You understand? And seal the victory. Win these last 2 bids. Give me deep breaths. Look at him, Dre. Look at him.
CompuBox numbers found Kovalev landing more and throwing more than Ward in the 10th.
Yeah, Kovalev missed Ward with that right hand at the end of the
I gave him credit for a landed punch, but it didn't land.
Yeah, he didn't land that.
But Kovalev did reestablish his jab in an effective way, and that may have carried the round.
Well, they both established their jabs that round. That was a pretty even round to me because both guys landed good jabs. Nothing really spectacular landed, but both of them landed some pretty powerful jabs.
Letterman gave the 10th to Kovalev. He now has an insurmountable lead on the Letterman card unless Ward can score knockdowns or knock him out. The Letterman card is unofficial, and judges often disagree with him.
I can see where the 10th goes to Kovalev, but I thought the 9th went to Ward, and I thought there were a couple others that could have.
Once again, Kovalev following Ward instead of cutting the ring off.
Come up. You okay? You all right? Are you okay? All right, let's go.
Seconds ticking by while Bird talks to Kovalev. Ward needs every second, or so it would appear.
I think Virgil Hunter anticipated that when Ward started making things uncomfortable for Kovalev would start to fold. But Kovalev has not folded. He's responded like a champion.
Yes,
so Ward landed a solid left hook there that knocked Kovalev back.
Kovalev has responded great, Max.
Kovalev has shown championship heart so far, no question. And so has Ward.
And part of that is he didn't start getting wild when Ward started having success. He stuck to a game plan and went back to boxing when he had to. Kovalev did. It's a disciplined fight for a big puncher.
Sergey Kovalev told us yesterday, my number one thought going into the fight is don't lose your mind. Don't get flustered. Don't get frustrated. Keep coming. And he's coming again right now.
That right hand is keeping Andre honest. We haven't seen Andre really go to that left hook upstairs.
There it is. Good body shot with the left. He lands the left hook upstairs. Sergey Kovalev has a chin.
That's always been Andre's money punch, is the left hook upstairs.
Oh, good shot. Kovalev dead tired now. Not cutting the ring off. Dead tired. The body shots have him frustrated and tired. He has to cut the ring off right there.
He hasn't lost this round yet.
Yeah, frustrated and tired isn't good enough, Roy. Andre has to capitalize on that.
I'm not saying it's good enough. I'm just saying, but he is frustrated and tired this round.
Yes, I agree.
But in 15 seconds, there'll only be 3 minutes to go.
Oh, good jab, Andre.
Pretty good round for Andre Ward. Kovalev keeps coming, though.
Andre's landed the big, clean shots in this round.
Зажимай, не давай ему. Убирай у него правую руку и жди одну левую. Близай. Давай, последний раунд. Чемпион.
So step over those little moves, hands tight. I don't care if he hit you there, stay on balance and counter like you was doing up in the gym. You understand? Great. You got to bring your mind into focus, and then you got to go like a dog. This is it. Don't go home without it. This is it, Dre. Get it. Get it, Dre. Don't hesitate. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You got to be a dog and let them know who's the boss. That you come back. Put him down.
Before the 14th round in Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, their first fight, Angelo Dundee told Sugar Ray Leonard, "You're blowing it, son." Leonard went out and stopped Tommy Hearns. And that was Virgil Hunter's version of that.
Oh, good hook by Ward.
Ward's landed some colossal shots in the last 4 rounds, but Kovalev is still landing too.
They just exchanged a good left hand right then. Kovalev the uppercut and Ward the left hook. Oh, good hook
Good
by Ward
left hook
again.
by Ward. He's been money with the left hook in the last few rounds.
Does Andre Ward believe he needs to risk a knockout to win this fight? That's a terrible risk to take against Kovalev, but he may feel that way.
Oh, good hook by Kovalev.
Let him go, let him go.
Kovalev not giving no ground here, son. Ward has pushed him like a dog, like his coach told him to, but Kovalev is not backing down. He's accepting everything that Ward brings, and he's showing that he's gagging enough to fight back and try to return the favors.
The difference is Kovalev doesn't seem worried about Ward's power, and Ward knows he has to worry about Kovalev.
Well, I think Kovalev is worried. He's just not really showing it.
Ward has landed
Good body shots by
here.
Kovalev.
Yeah, they work.
Ward is the body puncher, but Kovalev got in 2 solid shots right there at a time when he most needs them. I just wonder if
good
Andre
body
Ward is
shot.
going to look back
What a
and
body
think
shot.
he should have generated more activity down the stretch of the fight.
There you go.
I know he's not accustomed to fighting at a super fast pace.
Oh, good body shot by Kovalev. Oh, really good body shot by Kovalev.
Several good body shots in this round. And Ward backs up.
I think he knows that may have hurt Ward a little bit. Oh, that's a low blow.
And Bird calls the low blow and tells Kovalev to keep him up. But the seconds are ticking away. 37 seconds to go.
Good jab by Kovalev.
And you wonder if the sand is running out of the hourglass on Andre Ward's perfect professional career. and his incredible mark of not having lost since he was an early teenager.
I'm going to be very interested to see these scores as it looks at this moment as though we're going to get to hear them.
I'm just telling y'all, I'm glad to see two guys step up and fight each other at the peak of their careers and give us what the fans asked for. They give us the best fight that boxing has had in quite some time.
Tremendous fight.
Two great fighters at their best, putting it all on the line. They put it all on the line when they signed to fight each other, and they fought that way.
And as we wait for the scorecards, remember the X factors. Kovalev's knockdown of Ward in the second round. An American hero against a Russian fighter in Las Vegas. And let's take a look at the key moment in the fight and possibly the difference in the fight. We'll have to wait and see. Round two, Sergey Kovalev knocking Ward down.
A good punch, a good straight right hand. Ward trying to counter, and Sergey Kovalev being the quick of the two, beat him to the punch on that one.
Only the second knockdown of Andre Ward's entire career. Harold, how did you score it?
Okay, Jim, I got it 116, 111, 8 rounds to 4, Sergey Kovalev. You know, Jim, at the end of these rounds, I just said to myself, who did more damage? And I really believe that Sergey Kovalev, being the bigger puncher, won most of the rounds. I mean, Andre was really good down the stretch, like you said, landed a lot of good body shots, but I thought he was outpunched in this fight.
Harold, who are the three official judges?
Okay, Jim. John McKay from New York. He worked Canelo Alvarez over Miguel Cotto. He had a 117, 111 for Canelo. He's a pretty good judge. Glenn Trowbridge from Nevada. He worked Manny Pacquiao over Jesse Vargas, recently, 118, 109 for Pacquiao. I thought that was the right score. And last but not least, Bert Clements from Nevada. Long-time, experienced official, has been judging for 27 years, 59 title fights, and he had Timothy Bradley over Chavez. He had a 115, 113 for Bradley.
Michael Buffer has the paper in his hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards after 12 rounds of action. John McKay, Bert Clements, and Glenn Trowbridge all scored the contest 114 to 113 to the winner by unanimous decision and new unified light heavyweight champion of the world, still undefeated, Andre S.O.G.